Greetings, another wee update. So this is the This is the Zed Head that I picked up from Alpha Classics. They vapor blasted it for me, and I've spent several hours cleaning it. Basically just being meticulous. So I've cleaned all the threads out, and what I used was I got myself some new thread chasers, so an M6x1 and an M8x1.25. And if you're not familiar with thread chasers, so these are for aluminium. So this is basically an aluminium alloy belt, so it's not super hard like a steel belt, and you can see it's got this flute cut into it, and basically that goes into the thread. You wang it in with the drill, back out as far as it will go, and when you pull it out, you will find that flute is full of blasting media, and you clean that off with rags and air or whatever, and you keep on doing that down the same hole until this comes out absolutely clean. So that basically, for all the M6 threads, they were clean after one go with this. And then the M8 threads, so this is the M8 one, the only M8 threads are the exhaust stud holes there. They took quite a long time to clean up, so they took about between 5 and 10 passes, and compressed air and some carb cleaner, just to finish it off, just to make sure that I flooded the holes and everything came outwards, not inwards, because with the air you can of course push stuff in if you're not careful. So then it's all dry. So I would thought I cleaned the dowels up as well. Basically my message is this: if you're interested in doing up bikes, car engines, whatever, and you don't like cleaning, don't do it, because 90 to 95% of engine, bike, car restoration, whatever, is cleaning, is getting shitty old parts, used parts, clean so you can use them. So what I've got in here now is put my new shells in, caps, everything's all meticulously clean in here, no lubrication at all in anything. And so this is definitely the cam I'm going to be using, the exhaust, because this is the best cam of the 4 cams I have. So I marked it up EX, and I need to transfer the sprocket off one of those cams, the exhaust sprocket off one of those cams. It's all marked up onto that cam. Still undecided about this cam, so this is the matching cam to that one. So you'll look at the sort of semi-machining detail where the tacho gear would be on a Zed Thou, and you look at these ones and they're just plain, they haven't got those grooves machined in. So that's how you tell that this is a set and that's a set. I've actually had this cam and the best of these cams in the inlet journals, which is this one marked EX. So this was the exhaust cam that's come out of the engine, and this is the one that's actually in the best condition, because if you remember, on the inlet cam, this journal is a little bit grumbly. So I've tried not this cam, I've tried that cam in here and also this cam, and they're both pretty much the same. So spin lovely, no dressing required. Plenty of axial play in the retainer there, and a slight bit of radial play. It's very, very slight. Now we come to the exhaust where all the issues were, and look at this. Straight off. So I haven't dressed any shell bearings. I've just fitted those new shells in this now cleaned up head, and doesn't need any dressing. That's fantastic. So loads of axial and just a tiny smidge of radial play, which is fine. And what I've actually done is I've increased the torque on these fasteners now up to 10 Newton meters. Kawasaki, or Haynes, let's be clear about this, it's Haynes, not Kawasaki in their manual, so it's probably fucking wrong anyway. They quote 1.2 kilogram meters, so you know, you could say that's 12 Newton meters, but it's not. It's about 11.8 or 7 or something like that. So I've got up to 10 on these, and because these threads are so clean, and every single one of these M6 threads is immaculate, so I made a good choice buying this head, because it has not been fucked around with, it's not been buggered. So I don't have to dress any shells. That's fantastic. I could put the old shells back in here and see if they're still tight. But what's the point? I don't care. I'm just going to go with these and just leave them. And that saves me a hell of a lot of pissing around trying to dress up shell bearings. So still undecided whether this cam is going to be my inlet cam, and the reason why is because a couple of the lobes have got let me just go in here, have got a bit of wear right on maximum lift lobe. You see that? It's not quite flat on the ramp. I think at the top of the lift it's quite flattish, but on the ramp, and you can see, get my bloody finger in there, see that bit that sticks out on the side, and there's a bit stick on the side. It's like this cam has been massively loaded up, and it's actually spread the material across the width, and I think it's similar on this one. So again, it's 2 and 3. You almost see that line, and there you can see so much like it's been deformed and the cam's pushed out sideways. Look at number 4's fine, number 1's fine, so it's 2 and 3. It's always bloody 2 and 3 in it on these engines. So still undecided on that, but it doesn't matter at this point, because I can use one of those cams if I want to. I can use not that one, because that's the bug one, so definitely not using that. Might be using that, because this, even though you look at those journals and they look scratched, you cannot feel that. Even with your fingernail, you cannot feel anything on there. Smooth as, and all the lobes are in reasonable nick. So I'll probably just convince myself, just saying that I'm going to use this one. And I have tried this one in those inlet bearing journals, and and it's fine. It behaves exactly the same as that one. So I think, yeah, that's a bit dodgy. I mean, that could cause all kinds of issues. That might actually have gone soft, maybe. Maybe that right at the tip of the cam is the material's quite soft. It's a while since I've seen a cam that buggered with damage like that. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to be using that other cam. But it's great. It means that I can move forward. And just about getting to the stage where I can send this head off to Buzzard to get the valve seats cut. So yeah, speeding along nicely.